Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. I hope you're all doing well and that you are all having a great day. In a bearish market, the ability to distinguish between good and bad opportunities in the medium and long term represents the difference between a good trader and a bad trader. For Weiss cryptocurrency ratings right now, some excellent opportunities prove the high potential of blockchain technologies in the future. Generally, Weiss ratings recommendations and analysis are available to a closed group of subscribers. However, a few days ago, they took Twitter by surprise and published some short reviews in which they mentioned their optimism and the behavior of some tokens. For the renowned financial analyst firm, the four cryptocurrencies with the most significant opportunity for growth according to Weiss ratings are IOTA, NEO, XRP, and Cardano, or ADA. They said if you believe crypto markets will return to its former glory, the benchmark for a 10 times gain is a 90% retractment. As of today, here are a few of the top 25 coins that are at or above a 90% pullback. They are IOTA, NEO, XRP, and ADA. These are absolute steals right now, said Weiss ratings. It is quite important to address those who believe in a possible 10x gain. This could be very important for those who base their investments on fundamental analysis. Of course, being a tweet, they have not given much detail. However, subscribers will enjoy more information about each of these altcoins and other investment strategies. A little side note, sometimes we do actually get the actual thing that they were talking about from their website. Someone, I don't know how they get it, don't know them. They'll go into their website, they'll actually take a screenshot and they kind of post it all over the internet, but typically it's kind of rare. I think you have to really want to see what the ratings for these coins are. Other cryptocurrencies that have a promising future according to Weiss ratings are Nano, Basic Attention Token or BAT, Stellar, and EOS. They said here are some of the cryptocurrencies which look very promising. They are NEO, BAT, XLM, EOS, and XRP. Weiss ratings tweets follows generated quite a stir among its followers, commenting on an article about Bitcoin dominance over the global market cap. The firm stated that the adaptability of the Ethereum blockchain makes feasible that in approximately 5 years, that is the year 2023, Ethereum could become the crypto king. They said Bitcoin will lose 50% of its cryptocurrency market share to Ethereum within 5 years due to it offering more users and being backed with superior blockchain technology. We completely agree. Unlike BTC, which is a one-trick pony, the limit of Ethereum's application is sky high, end quote. A few months ago, the Weiss team published a cryptocurrency rating in which they analyzed the characteristics of each crypto and the potential for future development. In it, EOS won with the best possible score, something challenging to achieve according to Weiss's standards. When Weiss ratings, we first had information that they were even going to do this, people kind of lost their minds because Weiss ratings is kind of really kind of well known in the financial world, not even the cryptocurrency space. So when they announced that they would be releasing some type of cryptocurrency ratings, people completely lost their minds. The first time that they did this, I think Bitcoin was listed as like number 14 or something like that on their list. A lot of people weren't too excited. I think even Dogecoin was actually listed above Bitcoin. They said the reasoning for this is that technically speaking and like tech-wise, i.e. the inner workings, that Dogecoin is actually better and quicker and faster than Bitcoin in this aspect. People were upset because they thought Bitcoin is the number one coin, therefore it should definitely be the number one coin on the list. But they've said multiple times that when it comes down to the actual inner workings of the system, Bitcoin is usually going to be low on their list. This was also before EOS was actually launched. By the time EOS was actually launched, this also caused a stir, if you will, in the crypto community, simply because before EOS launched, and even now, a lot of people don't care for the EOS project. This is also another project that I definitely believe in. If you have paid attention and are actually looking into what they're doing, and even the amount of funding that they have, and the other people who also boasted about getting into Ethereum before, they're now talking about how great EOS is. In accordance with all of this, when Weiss ratings gave us their last time, where they gave us the ratings before this time, they said that EOS was number one, and this was also the exact same time that a Chinese firm that worked for the government, if I am not mistaken, do not 100% quote me on that, actually said that EOS was also the #1 coin on their list of potentially big cryptocurrencies in the future, which is also interesting because crypto is banned in China. So everyone was speculating as to why would a country that has banned cryptocurrencies have created a task force whose job it was to rate other cryptocurrencies. And it just kind of, China's an interesting place. I don't live in China, never been to China. I don't care for their cryptocurrency ban as it is. But right now, according to Weiss ratings, these are the tokens that are undervalued. Like if you pay, remember I said a couple of weeks ago, it had to be 2 or 3 weeks, I said I have a really strong inkling. We've been hearing about very specific coins, and it hasn't been, coin number 78 on CoinMarketCap. No idea what that coin is. It's not coin 138. Also have no idea what that coin is. I said it's very specific coins that we're hearing about over and over. Maybe not Neo, but we're definitely hearing about the same coins over and over. And people actually use Weiss ratings as an indicator as to how they should get into the market or what they should be looking for or what they should buy. Because long story short, for those who do not know, as tribal and bro-like as crypto may be, actual heavy investors don't care about all of that. They want the actual fundamentals, and they want to know that their coins are actually going to be used. Like, why invest in something that no one's actually going to be using? Why would I put my money into something just because someone else says this blockchain is quicker than this or this one does, once again, as I've said in many other videos, this is not me telling you what to do. Don't even take Weiss's advice. Weiss's advice. Just pay attention to the coins that are constantly being spoken about. And when I think we eventually will have some type of a bull run or a market that's completely going insane, there's going to be a lot of focus on these coins. IOTA we don't typically hear about too much, but IOTA is definitely working in the background. Same exact thing with Neo. We also don't hear about Neo typically as much as we would about XRP or even Cardano, or even in some cases BAT or Stellar. The point is, I'm pretty usually what ends up happening is that there's like what's the word? It has like some type of a market effect whenever we get like ratings from some other country or something like that, because like I said, people are looking for answers. And if you have $300,000 random number that you were looking to invest, and you don't feel like skimming around on cryptocurrency websites or on forums or going to Reddit to hear people scream at each other and curse each other's mothers out, you look for ratings like this in order to realize where you should put your money. And then if you've put your money into something like this, let's say you put your money into Cardano and it goes up 10x and you made 3 million from that, you're going to tell your other friends, I put my money into this, I put my money into this, I put my money into that. This is kind of how I feel about it. I mean, I've also, for what it's worth, I have hung around, and I do hang around people who do invest, and this is kind of the mindset. Typically, it's like, if you made money in that, I'm going to put my money in that so I can also make money in that. That's usually the mindset that heavy-handed investors tend to follow. Next up, Funfair is actually in the news. The Funfair project, so far one of the laggards, if you will, in the cryptocurrency space, has finally announced the launch of its first token-powered casino, triggering a revival in its market price. The good news comes weeks after Funfair secured its first gaming license in the jurisdiction of Curaçao. The Casino Fair brand will expand shortly, offering blockchain-verified gambling worldwide. For now, access to the casino is limited to a few countries. They said Casino Fair will initially permit players from 5 territories: Canada, Switzerland, Finland, Norway, and Thailand, with more to follow in the future as Casino Fair evolves and ensures the world of truly fair casino gaming continues to expand. End quote. I know you can actually, even if you go to the Funfair website, I think you can even like test some of their things. Last time I tested it was sometime last year. The website didn't look too amazing. Maybe they've updated. I mean, it was like the testing phase, and it was before everything had completely, whatever. But I definitely, me personally, I like the idea of Funfair. And I think things like this are also kind of fun because you actually get paid out in crypto. This is not a paid advertisement, FYI. It's just me talking about Funfair because I do like the project. So it's about Funfair prices, not really that important. A reason for the fun revival are rumors that BitThumb would announce a listing within days. A Korean exchange would add to the coin's liquidity as it has stagnated during the bear market with diminishing trading volume. However, there is scarce information on the subject, and a BitThumb listing may be nothing more than a rumor. No one really knows, but I know that I don't know them personally, but I have heard through the grapevine, through the crypto vine, that the Funfair team is actually really hard at work and they're trying to figure out what is legal and what is not to be able to get the paperwork that they actually need to be able to function in certain other countries. This is why they said that they have only been able to do this in 5 other countries, and I'm pretty sure that the US has been giving them a relatively hard time. That's just kind of how I feel about it. On the price of Funfair, it's actually up by at least 12.5%, more or less. It's pretty good. The all-time high of Funfair was somewhere around, let's go around here. Oh, okay, 19 cents, somewhere around there, and it's currently at 1 cent. Me personally, there's probably, I like big name coins and semi-big name coins that are resting around 1 cent, because to me, mathematically, it logically means at some point it can definitely hit 10 cents, which means that you would have 10x'd on your money, and especially if it made 18 cents before it actually even properly launched. I think, don't take my word for it, but I think that Funfair is definitely going to be something that we're going to be hearing about for quite some time. It may not be the biggest coin in the entire world, but I'm expecting their volume to jump up dramatically when this finally eventually gets off the ground and they've fully launched, simply because when you have all these people who are trading or using the platform very quick and they're trying to make as much money as possible, I think their volume is going to go up a lot more than it already is sitting at right now. That's at least how I feel about it. Next up, Charlie Lee is in the news. Litecoin creator Charlie Lee took to Twitter complaining about recent efforts to suppress Litecoin's price, with FUD spreading by those shorting Litecoin and that see Litecoin as a threat, end quote. Lee had a lot to say regarding accusations that Litecoin had lost its edge in an increasingly oversaturated market. Illustrating the high level of security in the network, he highlighted the miners' lack of incentive to attack it, and this would devalue $150 million worth of hardware investment. He also mentioned Litecoin's domination of script mining. He said recently there has been a concentration effort to suppress Litecoin price by people and funds that are shorting Litecoin and by groups that see Litecoin as a threat. I will clear up this FUD and show why Litecoin has tremendous value, end quote. Regarding liquidity, Lee pointed out that Litecoin trades on virtually every exchange, 9 major payment processors support it, and the network processes $200 million worth of transactions every day. Rather than making Litecoin redundant technology, Lightning Network actually plays nice together with both Bitcoin and Litecoin, according to Lee. Many Lightning Network clients apps support Litecoin, allowing atomic swaps and even submarine swaps, okay, fancy, using Litecoin to pay Litecoin Bitcoin invoices. He said Litecoin will always be the cheapest and fastest on-ramp to the Lightning Network, end quote. Even if Litecoin's only value were as a Bitcoin testnet, which we spoke about a day or two ago, Lee argues that its value is greater than the 3% of Bitcoin's market cap it currently represents. Litecoin's practical proof of SegWit utility enables its adoption and activation on the Bitcoin network. This kind of testing is not possible on the real Bitcoin testnet, as valueless coins create no incentive for malicious attackers to hack it. Lee caused a scandal last year when, faced with accusations that he was acting for personal benefit, he sold and donated all of his Litecoin holdings. He has since stated that he will never buy back in, backing up his claims of conflict of interest. However, he also recently appeared to favor Bitcoin over Litecoin as an initial crypto investment. Despite this, his tweets confirm that he is still working on Litecoin full-time and promoting Litecoin adoption, countering suggestions that Litecoin has no development in the past 6 months. He highlights 2 updates in the past 2 weeks. He also points out that there is good practice not to do development work on the master branch where people are looking. As would be expected, responses from the tweets vary from Litecoin rules to, well, why did you sell your Litecoin? I mean, for what it's worth, I have said this before, I think Litecoin is always going to be around. But don't get me wrong, and this is not me spreading FUD or trying to suppress the price of Litecoin or that I see Litecoin as a threat. I can almost assure you that none of these are true. There are a lot of other coins that do what Litecoin already does, but better. It's not impossible to have other Bitcoin test nets, which is what everyone keeps saying that the major purpose of Litecoin is. I think Litecoin is going to be around for a very long time. A lot of people still say that they believe that Litecoin should be 1/4 the value of each individual Bitcoin. I do not ever personally think that this is ever going to happen. 3% of Bitcoin's market cap is, I don't know the future. No one knows the future. I cannot say where prices are going to go, what is going to happen. Litecoin may develop something where they have their own version of Lightning Network and then they are faster and they become the number one coin. No one knows exactly what's going to happen. Charlie Lee is on the defensive. I kind of feel bad for him just simply because, I've not torn him apart, but you've heard me talk about the entire situation before. I think if he gets it together by the end of this year, and let's say the middle of 2019, and starts to really pick it back up and revamp efforts, I think the price of Litecoin, I think realistically, and I mean this with 100% honesty, how high do you think the price of Litecoin would shoot up immediately if Charlie Lee wrote on Twitter that not only was he going to buy back his Litecoin, that he was going to be mining Litecoin exclusively? Imagine what a pick-me-up that would be for the entire Litecoin community. As of now, just kind of floating around where it is. There are a lot of other projects out there, and Litecoin just has to kind of keep up. Next up, Grand Shores Technology Group, a Hong Kong-based public blockchain investment company, is planning to raise that's 12. I thought it was 1.27. $12 million through a digital token fund in an effort to finance a yen-backed cryptocurrency project. Someone named Yao made his name in technology industry through being a founding partner of the $10 billion Yuan Hangzhou Grand Shores Fund, backed by both the Hangzhou government and famed Bitcoin investor Li Xiaolai. In order to gain funding, the company will be tapping qualified investors located outside of China, I wonder why, to raise funds denominated in Tether, which is interesting, which is backed by the US dollar. The funds will be used to help launch a Japanese yen-backed stablecoin, which will operate similarly to Tether. While speaking about Grand Shore's new investment, Yao explained that the blockchain industry is on track to disrupt the current financial system and that there is a significant amount of potential for many small and undervalued projects. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this may be the first Japanese stablecoin that we have heard of. We had news a couple of weeks ago about a euro one. There are about 39,000 stablecoins for the US dollar. We get it. We understood. There's been none for any South American countries. I guess maybe they can on-ramp by using the US dollar. I'm expecting maybe South Korea will eventually have one, but this is, I think, number 15 or 16 of the stablecoins that we actually have out there. I told you guys we were going to have a lot more before the end of the year. The point is, these are only going to continue, and I still wonder exactly how this entire project or proposal or thing that everyone is trying to do with their own stablecoins is actually going to pan out. In that, will every single one of these make it? Will we just enter a world where instead of the US dollar, people are just trading into Tether as opposed to trading into other cryptocurrencies? Like, if every single country ends up having their own stablecoin, this is kind of, I guess, the point that I'm trying to make. Anyway, no one knows, but this is another stablecoin that we are going to have in the ecosystem relatively soon, and hopefully that this increases the liquidity that we have in the cryptocurrency markets. Last up, Poloniex is in the news. Crypto exchange Poloniex announced on the 18th of September that it had started the process of delisting 8 assets from its trading platform. The affected coins are Bitcoin Dark, Bitmark, Einsteinium, Gridcoin, Neoscoin, Potcoin, Vericoin, and Bitcoin Plus, or XBC. The delisting comes effective at 12 Eastern Time on the 25th of September. According to a statement published on the Poloniex website, users have a grace period extending up to 12 Eastern Time on October 25th to close out trades and withdraw balances in the affected digital assets. In line with Poloniex delisting processes, the announcement states that the platform would ensure that users suffer as little pain or loss as possible when coins are delisted from trading markets due to a variety of possible reasons. The process involves a mandatory 7-day advance notice period ahead of the delisting of the market, followed by a 30-day grace period following the delisting to enable customers to withdraw funds and close out ongoing trades in the delisted asset. The platform also pledges to make use of as many platforms as possible to be able to break the news on delisting to ensure that customers are informed and aware of their positions. For those of you who have invested in Bitcoin Dark or Einsteinium or Potcoin or Bitcoin Plus, please be aware that Poloniex is going to be delisting these coins, so take your money out of it. What I think is happening is we had news it had to be days ago, and I just didn't, even during like my news I missed, I also didn't talk about it because it seemed a bit trivial, I guess. A lot of exchanges are now delisting multiple coins, and remember I said a while back, I think we're going to start to see the market is going to collapse backwards, in that the smallest coins are going to start to completely crumble, fall to the ground, and all of that money that was in these coins is going to start pushing to the coins that are in the very front. And I think this could be the beginning of it. We're going to continue to have, do not get me wrong, we're going to have many more coins that are completely useless, have no real use case, and they're going to continue to be created by people who are just in hopes of a cash grab. Eventually, as time goes on, and I'm going to say this as my projection, that this will happen by the end of 2019, once we have proper clarification in the cryptocurrency space, especially in the United States, what all of these coins are, I'm going to assume what's going to happen is, like I said, the same coins that are being spoken about over and over and over and over again. That is these coins, that is Bitcoin, that is Ethereum, that could be even Litecoin, can also be these coins as well, especially as these are expected to be listed on Coinbase. What's going to end up happening is that as institutional investors, as they are called, get into the cryptocurrency space and more money starts to flow into the market, they're going to be looking for things like this, trying to figure out where to put their money, or what coins Coinbase has, or that Gemini has, or that Bittrex has. And these are the coins that are going to receive the most attention. That is my idea, what I believe. This is not, I'm saying that what's going to happen, but I'm predicting, myself, that by the end of 2019, we're going to have a completely different crypto market, in that I'm going to say at least half of the cryptocurrencies that we have right now in the market will have completely collapsed. If they're not zero, as in completely worthless, I'm going to say they'll probably still have maybe even like a 1,000 or 2,000 daily trading limit, just between people trading between themselves, maybe trying to hopefully day trade with them, trying to make some type of profit. When the market does pick back up and we get these magical people getting into the cryptocurrency space who have these billions and trillions of dollars, only certain coins are going to benefit from this. And I think the collapse backwards is slowly starting to happen, as a lot of cryptocurrency websites understand and are realizing, if you have coins that are crap listed on your website also looks like crap. Not to say that Poloniex is crap. I do not even use Poloniex. The point is, if you have to be more diligent as to your listings. Even the people from Binance said that they're done just adding coins very rapidly. They're going to have a very rigorous process to make sure that the team is real, that they've actually have proper funding, that they're not, bots or what I don't assume bots are making crypto. Anyway, the point is, this is only going to continue. So once again, please pay attention to where you have your money. It is imperative that you know and understand where your money has been or what you're putting your money into. Please, even everything can be researched on the internet. Find out if you have your money in these, or just simply Google if you should even be putting your money in these in the first place. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all are having a great day, morning, afternoon, and or evening. Wherever you are, wherever you might be, thank you once again for watching and or listening. I do appreciate it, and I will talk to you all soon. See you.